Can you hear that? No? Well, most people can't anyway. The whole point is that I want you to start listening to your body. And the whole point really is that a lot of times our bodies are signaling us and telling us what has to occur, and we're not listening. And this is when injuries happen, this is when plateaus happen, this is when challenges happen. So I'll give you a quick example. Let's say you're doing your warm-up, right? And you're doing your hip circles, you're moving around, you're lubricating that joint, and you're starting to feel like maybe a little bit of stiffness in some area of that range of motion. What you should be doing is actually working to make that a little bit looser. So you would do a little bit of activation there to help you out. So you're listening to what your body's telling you at that time, which is like, I'm not ready for this movement yet. So you that would be an example of listening to your body. Another one is looking at your heart rate, right? So when your resting heart rate is higher than normal, there might be something that you're stressed, you haven't really slept enough, there's not enough recovery. And sometimes you might have had a really hard workout planned, and you're going to swap in an active recovery day and push to the next day. Now, I know there's always a fear with that. There's always a fear, like if I skip this workout today, then I'm not going to do it tomorrow, and I'm never going to do it. And I get that, and I've seen it actually happen. But what you got to do is you got to make sure that you get that recovery day today and do everything you can to make sure that you're back on track tomorrow. Because I don't think the alternative is you work really super hard when you're already stressed. You got to listen to your body. Heart rate is one of the ways to look at that. Aches and pains. If there's abnormal aches and pains, there should be some soreness with when you're working out, but specifically on the muscle that you've worked out. If you, let's say, are working on chest and you're feeling your shoulder that day, that means that the mechanics of that movement were incorrect, and we should look at that. One of the things you can do is you can send me a video and we can review that workout or that movement for you to make sure you're doing it right. But the soreness is okay, but pain, extra normal pain, or pain that's not related to the actual movement you did, again, that's another sign that you need to make some sort of changes. Tiredness. Some people even are tracking HRV, which is heart rate variability. That's a really cool new one that's coming about now, and that's basically how much your heart rate goes up or down, the range that it changes. And the point of that is that the less that it changes, the more of a tight heart rate your body gets, the more strict your body gets on your heart, the more tired you are. It's sort of like working really hard to keep you where you're supposed to be, as opposed to allowing the little flow, allowing us a little bit more wiggle room. So these are signs. Of course, changes in weight they're not lined up with what's going on. There's a lot of ways that your body's telling you what to do, and you need to listen. I know there's that sort of go, push through it idea, and I do believe that at some points. But if your body's telling you that you need to do something, you need to do something, because otherwise we're going to get into injury situations and challenges that are going to be harder to come back from. So listen to your body, be smart with what you're doing. Of course, the workouts are always set up in a way that you're working in the right order, but don't overdo it. Don't do too much, because if you're trying to do too much, what you're doing is you're trying to get a lot done really quickly. You're trying to push the pace a little bit, and you are risking some injuries there. That's why I'm looking at a longer term timeline. Get to the 80-20, and you're going to be absolutely fine. So just signing off today, and remind you to listen to your body.